I just stopped at AutoZone to pick up this graphene detail spray from Adams. This is not a sponsored video, but I'm gonna just show you guys just to drive the car wash and then do a POV drive, daytime drive point of view. Hope you guys enjoy the video. For those of you that are wondering what kind of tires that I have on my car, so I have the new Falcon FK460 all-season tires. Those are the sport all-season tires, and so far they've been great in the winter times. Here in Texas, we had snow about 2 weeks ago. We had snow for 2 days. It wasn't anything too crazy, but it was just enough where I can go out and drive. And I made a little short video. And if you want to see that video, just go on my YouTube channel, go to shorts, and I just uploaded a video of just me driving in the winter on this tire. So the tire is pretty grippy for all seasons, and being an all-season performance tire is a good bang for your buck. About one tire for my 19-inch wheels from the stock wheels setup is about $200 and some taxes, about $220 thereabouts. So much cheaper compared to the other competitors in my opinion, and they have great value. And in the dry or summertime, they have good traction as well. Road noise is almost non-existent. So, and the tread life for these tires is about 50,000 miles for the tread life as far as the manufacturer. We got school zone coming up. I want to know down below, the comment section below, if you guys have already or go to, you know, a car wash, or you just do like a hands-on, you wash your car yourself. Let me know, how do you like to wash your car? Do you prefer to go to the car wash or just self-service car wash, or the touchless car wash? I tried doing a touchless car wash. I just couldn't find one in my area. The nearest one I found was like 45 minutes away, and I'm not about to drive 45 minutes away to have a touchless car wash. That is just not viable right now. I always talk about the virtual cockpit in all of my Audi videos. I love the classic virtual cockpit, and then the Gen 1s when they came out in the AV platform, or in B9, S5 and RS3s and whatnot. It's just so clean and simple. Like Audi spearheaded the virtual technology for instrument cluster, and my favorite setting is just where I have the view, the big oval or circular tachometer in the middle with the speedo, and then whatever I want to have on my left, and then consumption on my right. Fully customizable. That's one of my favorite ones. And the third mode, where you can have the classic one where you have the speedo on the right, and then on the left you have the rev counter. And I think it's flipped. Rev counter on the right, speed on the left. Anyways, you get the point. And so far it's been good. And if you guys don't know, the GPU, you want to call it that, actually the graphics processing unit, is powered by NVIDIA. Look it up. I think that's a pretty cool fact that NVIDIA, they outsourced NVIDIA to help them make this thing possible, and has zero issues, no lag whatsoever. Everything works as intended to. So, oh, gas is pretty cheap right now though. No, for now. I've had gas where they were like $3 for premium, or $3.20 for premium. All right, we're at Tommy's, so we're gonna go through the express lane because I have the mobile app and it just reads your license plate. What is going on here? Maybe they're trying to figure out they want to go to the express or the app. Anyways, let's go right here to the app lane. It's pretty cool. There we go. Let me make sure my automatic wipers are off so they don't go crazy. I get so cringy when I'm driving through this little ball things right here. I don't get it why they make it so close to the to your car, you know. Make sure my air recycles on recycle. All right, car's in neutral. There we go. Let's make sure all the windows are closed. Enjoy, guys. I'm trying to make sure the view is really good because I'm so tall. Love the sunset. If you told me back then in 2020 when I bought this car from the auction that I'll be driving this car 4 years down the road with, you know, almost 92,000 miles on it, man, I never thought I never thought like I'll be here. Like I didn't know what I was doing, first of all. So a little quick story about this car and how I came about this car. I was already in the market to look for an S3. I know that was the car I wanted to get. The RS3 was out of the question, out of budget. So my first three choices, I went to 3 different dealerships in my local area, and I realized that each were getting sold as I was getting to the parking lot. And by the way, they were all 2020, 2016, 2015 Audi pre-facelift S3s without the virtual cockpit. And I was okay with that. However, the prices were in the mid low 30s, you know, high 20s, 29, 28. And I test drove one from Earth Motor Cars, and it was all right, man. It was had some stuff, bits and pieces missing over here from the sun visor. It was all right, you know, and had a bad body work done to it. So previously, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go look at Copart, because I bought my first 2 cars from Copart, and those cars were clean title. So I went to my local Copart, and I was looking around. I saw this one. I'm like, man, this looks good. I'm like, you know what? I live close in the area, so I went there in person. I got my membership, got the vest on, went and had a visual inspection of the car. So I walked around the parking lot, and the forklift brought the car to me, and it was just a surreal experience. I'm like, wow, this car is not too bad. And I can see some things here and there, you know, this is all new to me. I have no experience in rebuilding cars, body work, none of that. I'm like, you know what? This damage looks fixable. I'm gonna just, you know, get in contact with any local mechanics that does body work, and I'll go from there. So I got my finances together, and you know, the rest is history. Won the auction, had the car delivered to the body shop at the time. Shout out to Manuel. He was really good and patient with me, and the back and forth. So all in all, it's about 3 months, and the car was ready to take home. So when I got the car home, drove it to work and back. About 3 days later, the transmission had an issue. That was the one thing I missed during my initial inspection. That's why it's always advisable to take with you a local mechanic. You know, yeah, some issues you cannot see or determine, even an expert can see or determine right then and there. However, it was a learning experience. So it ended up being the previous owner ran into something, and the drive shaft, or the drive shaft hit, mangled so much where it hit the bevel box, which is the stuff that controls the middle power to the rear wheels, and that punctured a hole in the transmission. And the transmission oil there was no oil in the transmission, and you notice that this is a DSG transmission, so it felt like the car wouldn't go into drive, and it also felt like when you drive in, it felt like a bunch of rocks rolling and churning in there. So it was a nightmare. So I had the car sitting for 2 weeks. Sitting for 2 weeks. I still had my other car back then, my Hyundai, driving to work, but I'll see this car just collecting dust. Man, I was very frustrated. So I reached out to my contact, and a friend of mine knew an Audi tech, a master tech for the matter of fact, that, you know, repairs Audis. So I was able to get a discount on the transmission. I first went to a different Audi dealership. I'm not going to mention the name. They quoted me $5,000 for the transmission by itself, and then label was like $5,500. So left total out the door was $11,000. I'm like, I paid 16 grand for this car. I'm not about to pay $11,000 to get this, you know, thing back on the road. And there was a lot of doubts, people in the comments saying, oh, this is never gonna happen, why did you buy this is why I don't buy salvage cars. I just tuned them out because it was irrelevant at that point. I had a goal, I had a mindset, I had a vision in mind. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna weigh my options. So I went with my friend. I got a discount for the transmission from Germany. I paid $3,300 and $3,500 with taxes for the transmission, and he helped me install it with a price of, I'm not gonna tell you the price, but it's roughly around $1,500, start to finish. I paid cash, you know, and that was it. And the rest is history. So every little thing since then, I replaced the wheel bearings, little things here and there, was not anything major like the transmission. It was something like I could do. I have experience with cars. I used to own a Volkswagen, so I know how to get under the engine of these cars and watch some YouTube videos. So along the way, I did some mods with this car, had the window tinted done, you know, got some new wheels like I said before. I also did some little tweaks here and there for the transmission, like the dog bone insert and all that stuff. Intake, turbo inlet, the bigger turbo inlet pipe, and the air intake. So I'm saying that to say is, it's been a journey with this car, and I love this car, and this car has been so reliable. I've done every maintenance that I can. I've done preventive maintenance that I can. There's no airbag light. That took me a while to figure out the last airbag light, which was the pre-tensioner igniter sensor that kept going off. So I bought a new one from Audi, replaced it. It's down here on the A pillar right here, and no lights, no codes, nothing for 4 years. And since then, I never had an urge to tune this car. You know, I wanted to enjoy it as a daily driver. You know, I was kind of skeptical about tuning the car because this is my only car, my daily. But, you know, maybe down the road, after I get another new car, I will tune this car. And I've enjoyed this car as it is stock for 4 years, going on 5 years. And I've put 60,000 miles on the transmission and 91,000 miles on the powertrain, on the engine. So far so good. So far so good. It has been a great experience. I've done so many launch controls. Well, not so many, a handful of launch control. And yeah, this car's been great. I also replaced, yes, I replaced the front strut because this car comes with mag ride. And the front strut went out, the front left went out because whenever you turn in, I had a clunking sound. So I bought that OEM. I could have gone with Bilstein's, PSS 10s, I believe, that 10 level adjustable dampening. But I'm like, you know what, I just want to keep it stock and replace the suspension, and I put a lowering spring on it because I don't like to, you know, the idea of having my mag right delete. You know, I like to just go drive selects, comfort, sport, wherever I want at the push of a button, you know. And that was a breaking point for me, or that was the selling point for me to not go OEM aftermarket, just stick with OEM, because I drive my car as, you know, aggressively, but I do avoid potholes, and I know how to change the suspension. So all this labor I've done on this car, I did myself. From the carbon cleaning, the water pump, thermostat housing, and thanks to a lot of videos on Humble Mechanic, you know, and other Dodge Auto Parts and whatnot. Like, they really help with their informative video, and FCP Euro, shout out to them as well. And owning this car saved me a lot of money by doing all this work myself properly, and it's been a great experience. So if you're in the market looking to buy an S3 or RS3, I'll recommend it. You know, the AVs, you know, because I own an AV. It's been a great car. They're reliable. Let's do your maintenance and little things. Make sure you inspect it. The forums have always been helpful. The Facebook forums. There's so many posts about the same issue. Just search what's going on. Boom, solved. The guys over there at the forums, shout out to you guys. You guys are the OGs. You guys help out a lot. It's a good community. So that's enough of my rant. My first time doing a POV. I just thought I'd share, you know, my experience, ownership experience with you guys on my 2018 Audi S3, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And as always, I'll see you guys next time in another video. Peace out and stay driven.